Pappy's back this week. I'm tired of tripping over these gutter downspout pipes that are out here by the garage. I'll show them to you. I'm going to bury this one. I tripped over it for the last time today, so I'll show it to you. As you can see, I've already started burying it, but these things, you just walk across here and you just finally trip over it, and it just gets to the point where you got to do something. And this is where we put in the new garage door last year, and I got this downspout going to the entry door, and that downspout's right here. I've already buried a little bit of it, and I said, well, might as well go ahead and film it because it looks like I'm going to be stuck doing all of that this week. And I need to kind of come back and straighten up these tiles and put a little bit more dirt. It's washed out a little bit, you know, because it was filled dirt, and I'm having to build this up and build a ramp so I can drive cars in and out of here. Coming down the side of the house, we come down this way and go into the basement. So I've got some of these tiles, as you can see. I'm going to put a few of those. I'm going to have to go back and get some more. I've got 4 or 5 of them still laying here. These came with the house, and I'm just utilizing what I had with the place. They had a swimming pool or something right here in this area. I may have mentioned that before. And that's what all this gravel and stuff is. I want to try to reconstitute as much of that gravel and make me a path going up, coming down through there, and bring in more gravel, because I got stuck last summer. And if I had my truck down here, I'd be stuck now. You know, you can see I'm spinning in the grass and so forth. I've got to get this sorted out to where I can come down here, you know, during any weather. But apparently somebody had dumped a truckload of gravel here, and they moved some of it over here, and the pool was in between those two. So I'm going to try to, you know, make me an area here, an incline that's a little bit smoother, and you can see the outline of the old pool here, and knock this down a little bit better, where it makes it easier to back in and out, pull in and out of here. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to put it on you know, quick motion, and just let it run. Watch me dig. Watch an old 65-year-old break his back. Anyway, with that said, watch me work. Whew. Be nice to have a ditch witch. Let's see if we can move this camera. I think I'm getting out of the camera view here. Let's see if we can turn you a little bit. Okay, that's as far as I can get right now. I got to go get another piece of pipe or two, and I'll be back. Okay, we got the pipe buried. Uh, got everything done with that. I'm going to move on and start putting some of these pavers down. I went and picked up a bunch more of those, as you can see in the bed of the truck. Plus, I got a bunch stacked up here. So I'm going to try to put these down and level this mess out. We'll get as far as we can today. I'm just about played out though from burying that pipe. That pretty much wore me out for this weekend. But I'm going to do a little more. We'll see what we can do. I got to go get a wheelbarrow load of dirt and bring down here and start elevating this one side over on this side. And, so I'll have a ramp, proper ramp for it. But here's what we did. Just to recap, there's the downspout, and it ran 30 feet. I guess, what does that make me, a human ditch witch, maybe? Hardest thing, or the hardest part, was I got down to this area and I was running in all kind of roots and rock and everything else. So we're just going to dump that out right down the water so it doesn't puddle up here coming out of the door. And this will eventually grow back over with grass, I'm assuming, and it'll be better. I'm going to spread some of that gravel over it up here, just so I don't trap more mud into the basement or into the shop. I got to keep saying it is a shop now, so it's not just the basement. But anyway, we got to complete this ramp where you get cars in and out easily without getting stuck in the mud, and kind of turn this in from a swimming pool area into a driveway. That's my goal. So with that said, just watch me work. Okay, you can see I brought down a wheelbarrow load of dirt. We're going to try to fill this area in and start getting a foundation for those pavers. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to speed this up, I'm sure. So just watch me work.